What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Whoa! Every time I start a game, I always like to make everyone else run out, and then I can kind of pick my spots. You know where I'm gonna go. So, I didn't really know. I didn't really know what to talk about in this video, and I posted something on Facebook and Twitter, kind of asking, "Hey, you guys, I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. Do you guys have any ideas?" And then as soon as I posted that, an idea came to my head, which is the topic of this video. And you guys can still comment on those. On those posts on Twitter and on Facebook, and those ideas and those topics will be used for in the next Call of Duty video, which I'm starting to love. I'm starting to love these Call of Duty videos because I can literally talk about whatever I want, whether it's extrovert, introvert, which a lot of you guys enjoyed, or it was that shooting in high schools. Whatever it is, I can literally just talk about whatever I want. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about dreams. And not those wet dreams that you have about Megan Fox, you perverts. I'm talking about actual real dreams, like aspirations, okay? And I talk about this because that's been what's going on in my life a lot. One of my friends at Xbox Live, I was talking to him the other day. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if it wants to be said, but he was talking to me about his dream to be a baseball commentator. Like actually commentate on games. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. And he was saying, yeah, and I grew up listening to Vince Scully, and he really made me want to become or dream to be a baseball commentator. And right now, I do college games in the town that I live in, part-time, and that is really, really fun. But it's never going to happen. And I was like, yo, pump your brakes, yo. Like, what are you talking about? It's never gonna happen. And he said, yeah, it's just never gonna happen, man. And I'm like, no more. There's no other words, in my opinion, that piss me off more than it's never gonna happen. I hate those words. It's never gonna happen, because you never want to say something is never going to happen, because then it sinks into your head that it's never going to happen, and you lose your motivation. It's crazy, because when he was talking to me about his dream and what he did when he was growing up and how he listened to the Dodge game, because that's the only game on the radio that he could get in his town, and how he really enjoys doing the college games, stuff like that. And then you could really tell that he was excited about it. His voice was getting like enthusiastic, and I was with him, and I was like, yeah, man, this is awesome. And then he said, oh, it's never gonna happen. Fuck, are you serious? Never ever say that. And that's something, again, it pisses me off. Dawkins, one of my best friends in the world, you guys know him, obviously. He has this saying. It's not even a saying. It's not even his saying. But he always say, but it's something that we always say to each other whenever we talk about this. Because a lot of times I give him a call and I'm like, look, man, I'm really getting frustrated. Things aren't working out, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, look, man, this is it. It's not his quote, but this is just what we say. This is from Ray Lewis. I bet a lot of you guys know this. You have to be pissed off for greatness. If you're not pissed off for greatness, hey, you know what? You're settling with mediocrity. That's no truer words have ever been spoken in the world. You have to follow your dreams. If you don't consider yourself to be the best, if you don't want to take over that #1 spot, whether you're a YouTuber and you're doing videos for Beauty Guru or whatever that is, first thing you gotta do when you start a channel is you gotta look at that person on top and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to get there. If you're settling with 10th place or 15th place or 125,000th place, then you're not doing anything except for biding time. You have to want to be #1. You have to keep working. And again, it's not going to happen overnight. Dawkins always gets on my ass about that. Every time. He always does. And I love him for it, because he is the only person that I know that will literally say, yo, Livin, real talk, get your shit done. You know, this ain't gonna work. Do this. You have to get this done. I never thought that I would be able to interview Carlos Correa. I was flipping out. Me and Mark was flipping out that we got media passes. I never thought that I could travel around the baseball stadiums last summer and be able to talk to actual baseball players. That blew my mind. I'm gonna follow my dream. My dream is to be able to travel around the world and talk to sports athletes and bring the fans closer to the athletes as possible. Because that's what I always wanted to do as a fan. That's what I still want to do as a fan. And I have another thing coming that I'm not going to talk about because obviously it's still in the works. But that's my dream. Whatever your dream is, you have to follow it. And it's so frustrating when people just say, hey, you know what, this is my dream, but I'm not really going to do anything about it. You have to stay up late and get it done. If you don't, it's just a hobby. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. You have to go to work or you have to go to school at 7. 5 o'clock in the morning. 5, 6, 7. That's 2 hours. And you got to go to the gym. Or you got to pump out a video. Or you got to write code for a website. Or you got to design a shirt. Whatever it is, guess what? Guess what you're spending the next hour doing? You're busting your butt to get that shit done. If you don't, you're going to look back on it and you're going to regret it. Trust me. Trust me. You're going to look back and you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have busted my butt hard to get this done. You got to do it. If you don't, again, you're just biding time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I did pretty well. I started off really well. I kind of faded off into the darkness a little bit toward the end, but it's all good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your dreams are. Just keep following them, man. Just keep following them. Never give up. Never say it's never going to happen. It's always possible that it can happen. You know, there's plenty of situations where that occurs. But that's it. Let 5 know.